Hey Lawn Care Nation, in this video we're going to talk about adding surcharges to your mowing prices. Coming up. So hey Lawn Care Nation, in this video we're going to talk about adding surcharges to your mowing prices. Now before I get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're notified right away when I make videos like this that have the potential to make your business grow. So hey Lawn Care Nation, when you're quoting for lawn care jobs, you're doing it to hopefully be profitable, to have a sustainable business that can carry on for many years to come. Now, when you are looking at pricing out lawns, there's many factors to consider, like the level of difficulty, how much trimming is involved, even what the parking situation is like, how big the yard is, how frequently they want it cut, if you're bagging clippings, if you're side discharging or mulching clippings, if there's edging involved, and if there's obstacles in the way that you have to work around. And you're usually looking at all of those factors, and you're putting together your best estimate on the amount of time it's going to take you to do that job on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis, and hopefully that time will stay consistent each and every time you do that job throughout the year. Now there's certain factors that can come into play for your lawn care and lawn mowing jobs that you have already previously quoted that can dramatically change the amount of time a job in particular can take. Now, when these sorts of things arise, it's good to have surcharges in place that you've told your customers about in advance. In writing would be the number one way I would suggest. So for me in my business, when I am quoting lawn care customers, I'm always adding surcharges for animal waste. So obviously dog poop, if I go to their lawn to mow the lawn and the yard has dog poop, then I will add a surcharge because it inevitably takes me longer now to mow that lawn. I have to watch where I'm going. I have to watch each and every step. I have to watch how I'm mowing the lawn. I'm trying to avoid running into the dog poop. And if you ever do hit it or run over it with a tire, then you're adding more time trying to clean it so that you're not getting it into the trailer and tracking it onto other people's properties, or if it's on your shoe, getting into the truck and carrying that with you inside your vehicle. So that inevitably adds time. So all my customers know that all of their animal waste has to be cleaned prior to my arrival on their regularly scheduled weekly mowing day. And if not, then if I show up and I see dog waste there, then they automatically get a surcharge added to that day's mowing. Now, another instance where surcharges are really beneficial is in the fall with those leaves falling. So again, this is another thing that when I'm quoting a customer, down at the bottom at the end of the quote, I'm listing out that animal waste surcharge, and I'm also listing that fall leaves are not included in your weekly mowing price, and there will be a minimum, and then I put the price there, and it can go up from there, but I would usually put sort of the average price as my minimum price there for new clients, based on their property. So they know that come fall, and sometimes even early summer, the leaves start to fall, that can have the potential to add extra time to my mowing, especially here where I am, where people expect their lawns to be bagged. That can fill a bag a lot quicker if it's covered in leaves than if it was just grass, which means I'm stopping more frequently, I'm emptying that bag more frequently. And if I was mulching, then again it would add a lot more time, as you'd have to double or maybe even triple cut to get rid of those leaves. And of course, a customer can't expect to pay the same price as you doing a regular weekly cut where there's no obstacles, there's no leaves on the ground, versus having the lawn covered in leaves. So, I leave it basically up to them as well. It's an option. It's there as a surcharge. So if they want to take it upon themselves and clean those leaves, and have that lawn, leaf free before I arrive, then of course there is no surcharge added to that week's mowing. But if I do arrive and the lawn is covered in leaves, then you can't cut the lawn without cleaning the leaves. So the leaves, that surcharge gets added to that weekly mowing, and it gets added to each and every mowing where there are leaves present. Now, another thing that I've seen that I haven't actually done myself, but where I've seen surcharges also apply, is with the price of fuel. Prices of fuel lately seems to, as the years have gone by, it's getting higher and higher steadily. And here where I am, we are paying currently the highest prices in North America for fuel. And I've seen other guys in the past where they will add a fuel surcharge depending on the price of fuel. So their mowing price, if it's say a $35 cut for a particular lawn, and say fuel gets to $3.50 a gallon, they'll have a surcharge of say $2 per lawn when the fuel is above $3.50. So on that week, if they're mowing that lawn on that day and fuel is $3.50 a gallon or more, then that lawn gets that $2 surcharge added to it. If they get to that lawn and fuel is below $3.50 a gallon, for example, then they don't get the $2 surcharge. So that's one I've kind of left and haven't tried. But as fuel prices continue to climb, it may be one that I may need to look at in the future, because if you're going out there and doing these jobs based on prices, say you've had a client for a few years and you're still mowing at the same price that you did when you were quoting that client, but now fuel prices are substantially higher, then you're actually working for less money than you were when you originally quoted that lawn. So, adding surcharges can be a great way to make sure that you are making the highest profit potential and that you are staying sustainable in your business. The surcharges work great because they know in advance that if that lawn is covered in those leaves, that added charge will be there, and it's taking care, of all the leaves for them, and they don't have to do anything. You don't have to call the customer. You don't have to wait for email responses and stuff, which all takes time, which all can delay your daily mowing route, and can cut into those profits and cut into the efficiency of you getting those jobs done. So consider adding surcharges to your lawn mowing prices, but make sure, like I said, start, if you're going to do it mid-season, maybe write a letter and distribute that to all your clients to let them know that going forward there will be a surcharge. And for all new customers, whenever you're quoting, make sure you have all of your surcharges listed, so that if they do ultimately agree to hire you and go ahead with the job, then they know that all those surcharges are in place, and you're covered in that way. The other thing that I like to do as well is I have them listed on my website. Under the mowing section, I have the surcharges listed. I also email the client their quote when I'm quoting them for the first time, and I have the surcharges listed there as well. So there's no excuse for a client to dispute one of these surcharges once they've hired me. So that's it for this one, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you add surcharges to your lawn mowing prices, and for what services or factors you add those surcharges to. If you like this type of how to start a lawn care business type video, I'll leave another one for you to watch up here in this corner, or I'll leave one of my other videos for you to watch up here in this corner. So that's it for this one, guys. Here's to wishing you guys all overwhelming success and freedom in your lawn care business. Bye for now.